When the Carter Work Project returns to Charlotte in a few months, one key player will be missing from their Habitat for Humanity build. Former President Jimmy Carter is 98 years old, and for the past 5 months, he's been receiving hospice care at his home in Georgia. But for nearly 4 decades, Carter and his wife Rosalynn worked with Habitat, building homes for countless people who could not afford them otherwise. The presidential couple made it their mission, seeking solutions to America's housing crisis.
In September of 1984, former U.S. President Jimmy Carter and former First Lady Rosalynn Carter led a group of Habitat for Humanity volunteers building safe, affordable housing in New York.
I never dreamed at that point that it might become an annual affair that has just enriched our lives in many ways.
The Carter Work Project grew into a week-long event, taking place in a different location all over the world every year. And in 1987, it came to Charlotte, constructing 14 affordable homes in the Optimist Park area.
President Carter has worked with Habitat for the past 37 years to draw attention to the needs of affordable housing, both nationally and globally. And so in his honor and legacy, that effort continues.
Habitat for Humanity of Charlotte CEO Laura Belcher says the Carters set an example for everyone with their volunteer efforts.
It's really a way to put someone's passions and beliefs into action, right? More than words, it's coming out and physically building. And that's really what the Carters did by lending their time and energy a week, a year, every year, year in, year out. It's really an example of servant leadership.
You like the book, Ella?
Many times at the end of the week when the house was finished and we delivered a Bible and keys to their new house, that we haven't all cried. In fact, I think that's the times in my life when I have wept more than any other, for excitement and for gratification that I was privileged, along with my wife, to participate in such a great project.
Throughout his life, President Carter saw firsthand how hard it is to make ends meet due to a lack of affordable housing. Families need a safe place to call home. And even after a bad fall in 2019, at the age of 95, with 14 stitches and a black eye, the former president was back out volunteering with Habitat.
Habitat is inspirational. You know, just a motivation to come to Habitat, and then we always, as I said many times, we get a lot more out of it than we put into it.
He committed his life to helping others, a life of service, an example not just through words, but actions.
We come here from a lot of different backgrounds and experiences and hopes and dreams and frustrations and disappointments. And when we get on a Habitat project, everybody kind of melds in to be the same.
A legacy that will continue to help other families for years to come.
And Habitat makes people equal, and in doing so, it elevates everybody.
The Carter Work Project returns to Charlotte in October this year for the first time since 1987. And in 2019, the Carters transitioned their ambassadorship to Garth Brooks and Trisha Yearwood, so they will be here volunteering as well. A lot of people going to be out there that first week of October.